Hey, Hockey fans, how's everybody doing? Let's review some scores for Wednesday hockey, and then we'll pick the games for Thursday. There's two on the board for Thursday. On Wednesday, things started off with Pittsburgh and the New York Islanders. Kind of a battle. At the beginning, it was 2-2 early in the game, and then it was 3-2 all of a sudden for Pittsburgh. It was at that time I parked the car in the driveway, took the groceries inside. By the time I put the groceries away and then turned the game back on, all of a sudden it was 4-3 for New York. I was really happy about that. And then the Islanders added one more. Final score 5-3. We got that one right. Florida and Tampa. Tampa proved to be too much for this Florida team. Felt like they took a couple bad penalties early in the game, which didn't help them out at all, that's for sure. And then Vasilevsky, he was an absolute wall. 4-0 for Tampa. We got that one wrong. Things finished off okay with Minnesota and Vegas, another real battle right up until the third period, and then Minnesota started opening up the scoring, and they ended up winning that game 3-0, so we got that one right, which was awesome. Minnesota was my best bet, so that one, that record strengthens to 8-4, which is great, and then the overall picks, they were 2-1. That record also strengthens to 23-17. The single wager that I laid down on Florida didn't hit, but the double wager, the parlay, that did hit. Islanders money line and Minnesota money line, both of those hit, and the parlay, which was just awesome. And now we'll see if we can keep that positive momentum rolling here in Thursday, kind of like Minnesota's doing. Two games. Toronto and Montreal. Toronto has Campbell listed to be in net. Montreal has Price listed to be in net. The Leafs, they lead this series 3-1 after a 4-0 win on Tuesday in Montreal. Campbell, he played brilliant. He stopped all 32 shots that Montreal put on him. The Canadiens played with some desperation, though. They outshot the Leafs 32-28. They won 56% of the faceoffs, and they out-hit the Leafs 40-16. And it still wasn't enough. That should tell you how good Campbell was playing. The Leafs had a big second period, and they kind of played shutdown after that. The veteran Thornton, he had a nice redirect goal. He became the oldest player for the Leafs to score in postseason playoff hockey, which was awesome for him. And then Nylander, he scores number 4 games straight now, and I think he'll probably make it 5 against his Montreal team. And I'm sure both teams, they were pretty tired after that back-to-back hockey. Here they're going to be rested, and you know Montreal is going to come out with another level of desperation. But I just don't think it's going to be enough to beat this Toronto team. I mean, I think the big decision here is to go Toronto money line or puck line. That's the decision. But I'm going Toronto all the way. Home team, that's my pick. Next game, Carolina against Nashville. Nashville's going to have Saros in net for sure. You got to know that. Carolina, Nedeljkovic, I believe, will be in net for Carolina in the Discover Central. The last 3 games, they've required extra time. 2 of those games required a second overtime period. Those were those games in Nashville, and Nashville won both those games. And then Carolina, they won the last game between these two teams 3-2, and that was in the first overtime period. Nietzsche's, he had a beautiful wraparound goal in the third period to tie that last game. I mean, they did tie it in the second period, but then the goal got reversed due to goaltender interference. So it was good that they were able to tie it up again and then continue to battle. I mean, Slavin, he played a really good game too. Nice to see him back in the lineup. And then Stahl, one of the leaders of this team, he ended up batting it out of the air, got a lucky bounce and in the net. And nice to see something go in direction of Carolina in this series. And now they lead this series 3-2. And it's not going to be an easy task in Smashville. We all know that. I mean, this series, every home team has won the game. I mean, that's just the way it's been. And there's going to be a lot of money on Nashville, but I think the smart Vegas money will be on Carolina because Carolina should have won that last game in regulation. If it wasn't for Saros, this series would already be over. Carolina's going to win the game. Carolina's my pick. Carolina to beat Nashville, Toronto to beat Montreal. My best bet, I'm going to make that the Carolina game. I like it a lot. And then I am going to put a little parlay together. I'm going to go Carolina money line at 1.71. And I'm going to go Toronto. I'm going to throw it in there at puck line at 2.1 and see if both of those hit. Hope everyone has a great Thursday. You're having a great week. Good luck with your picks. Stay safe. Thanks for watching. Talk soon.